big fat candy house. Anybody home there? This is Space Pilot Norb requesting a pit stop. Talk to me. Whoa! Somebody help me, I'm being attacked. You gotta help me, Dad.
Lexx, sometimes when I come onto the bridge, say for instance, things look different than they were before. Meaning, things have changed.
Really, Stanley?
I meant that as a question, Lexx. The question is, why are things different?
I'm still growing, Stanley.
Oh. Oh, well, just...
Please help. Drift road and spin lamp low on air.
Can I hear that, please, Lexx?
Please help me.
As you command, Stan.
Please help me. I'm drifting alone in space and I'm low on air. Would somebody out there please help me?
So, nice to see you again. Norb, isn't it? You can take off your helmet.
Here, let me take this.
Don't touch it.
What is it?
It's mine.
I can see that, but what is it, that thing that you have in your hand that's yours?
It's a picture of my father.
Your paw?
It's a picture of my father.
I see. Well, you know, we don't want to take it away from you. It's okay, no problem. You can do whatever you want here. We're your friends.
It's a picture of my father.
It is not an image of Pa.
Well, then it must be your real father. I bet he was handsome just like you are going to be.
There is no image.
The little kid is clearly deranged. I suggest we spare ourselves any further unpleasantness by ejecting him back into space at once.
He's only a child.
Who will eventually grow into a man who could then become a threat to the perfect love that I feel for you at all times.
So, Norb, how long were you out there floating around in space? I mean, what were you breathing? And how'd you lose your spaceship, the charger? I'm not getting anywhere. You gonna answer any questions that I ask you? Okay. I give up. Never was that good with kids anyway. Next.
Obviously, he's had some kind of extremely traumatic experience. Maybe we should give him some time alone. What do you think, Kai?
I think the living should decide what the living should do.
Okay, but sometimes you decide to do things on your own.
My brain being dead does not function in the sense that a living person's does. However, I respond to suggestions from others. Sometimes.
I only respond to Zev at all times.
Well, I've had enough. The kid can sort himself out on his own, play with his sphere, whatever.
Norb, you must be tired. Why don't you lie down for a while in my bed? You'll feel better. Come in. And remember, Norb, we're your friends. Look, here we are. Now you get some rest, okay? Okay. I'll leave you alone.
Zev, I admire you for your concern and all, but Norb is not the same little kid that we met before.
No, he's damaged goods.
Definitely. Kai, what do you think?
I do not think the way you think, I think. But he is not the same little kid we met before.
What do you mean?
He seems to be more like me than he is like you.
Are you saying Norb is dead?
He lacks a certain vitality.
You know, that little kid is beginning to worry me. Maybe 790 was right. Maybe we should just eject him back out into space.
Stanley, he's a boy who was drifting in space for who knows how long. What do you expect? I don't think you know what it's like to be alone, really alone like that. I do.
Maybe, Zev. But he is not like you. Not in the slightest.
A moment with Zev beats a moment with Stan. 2 moments with Zev beats 1 moment with Zev. 3 moments with Zev beats... Get your filthy inbred fingers off me! Hey! Can you hear me? Hey! What are you doing? Zev! Help me! Zev! Help me! I demand that you bring me to Zev at once, or I will persuasively argue that you be returned from whence you came. You may think that...
What is your name?
790.
Rest or no rest, I'm not comfortable about leaving him alone anymore until we get some answers.
Norb? Norb!
What happened to your arm?
790, what happened to Norb's arm? 790, turn yourself on. Why are you shut off? Is everything okay? 790. Why don't you answer my question?
You are not an authorized person.
What's wrong with you?
You are not an authorized person.
Do you have anything to say to us?
Yes. Hello, humans.
What are you?
A message.
From who?
Mantrid.
Mantrid?
And what is the message?
Let the contest begin.
Yes!
Good work, Kai.
And just like I thought, Norb wasn't Norb.
Yeah, but what did he mean by Mantrid? Mantrid is dead. His planet was destroyed.
His planet was destroyed. The insect was destroyed, and Mantrid's body was destroyed, but something calling itself Mantrid still seems to definitely exist.
And what do you think he meant by the contest?
I suspect that we shall find out.
I think we just had the contest and it was a short one. You shot down all the drones.
All the ones I could see. But remember, Norb had a sphere.
And there was something weird going on with his arm. Lex, can you see a Mantrid drone, a little one-armed thing flying around?
I cannot see them now, Stanley. They are somewhere inside me.
Well, if you see it, I want you to tell me immediately.
Yes, Stan.
It's 790's brain cube.
Brain cube? What brain cube?
790's piece of human brain.
790 was a robot, a mechanical device, a souped-up toaster. What are you talking about?
790 model robots had a tiny cube of human brain. A functional interface integrating a computer head and a human body. If 790 had no living brain tissue, the falling in love part of the love-slave transformation intended for Zev would not have worked on him.
Makes sense to me.
How do you know that?
I have many memories.
But why didn't 790 know that?
It was not necessary for 790 robots to know that to perform the required functions. Therefore, such knowledge was not part of his programming.
Well, why didn't you tell him?
He never asked. We must hurry. We must use 790 to help us.
790's...
790 as you knew him is gone. But the information that might help us is still contained in his databank.
Useless robot head.
gone.
This is the 790 who loved you.
Why are you wasting your time on a dead robot head when we have to find a drone? I'm sorry, Zev, but what I'm saying makes sense.
And why don't you go find it, Stan?
Well, maybe if no one else will, I'll have to. Kai! Kai, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Stanley.
Well, it's not in the passageway.
The Lexx is a big ship.
I know that. Lexx,
Yes, Stanley.
can you see the mantra drone on the bridge now?
What is the mantra drone?
The little one-armed thing that flies around. So?
So what, Stanley?
So can you see the mantra drone, little one-armed thing that flies around on the bridge now?
No, Stanley.
Good. Good.
Mantrid's drones are a variation of standard cluster drones which should be very familiar to 790. Exact knowledge of their construction may be the key to our being able to stop them.
Then?
The Mantrid drones are builder drones. Given the time and raw materials, they can construct almost anything, including more Mantrid drones.
Stanley?
Yes?
Where are you? Are you all right?
Yes. I'm all right. I'm gonna check out the bridge now.
How unusually brave of you.
Not brave, Zev. Try worried.
Don't be a hero.
That you can count on.
Why your proto-blood?
My protoblood is similar to the substance used to keep 790's nodule of brain tissue alive. Only, it's better.
Lexx, we've got to locate the mantra drone little one-armed things that fly around.
You can count on me, Stanley. You are my captain.
You see anything yet, Lexx?
No, Stanley. I do not see any mantra drone little one-armed things that fly around anywhere right now. But Stanley...
Yes, Lexx.
I don't feel well, Stanley.
What do you mean, Lexx?
I think that the mantra drone little one-armed things that fly around are hurting me.
What do you mean?
I feel bad in certain places.
What places?
In the moth breeding chamber, in my accelerator pipes, in 6 of my stomachs, in 117 passageways.
Excuse me, Lexx, but there was only one drone, so how can it be possible that...
I can see a mantra drone little one-armed thing that flies around on the bridge now, Stanley.
So can I, Lexx. So can I. I found the drone! I found the drone! Can you hear me? Help!
790.
Hello there.
790.
You're very attractive.
790. I have connected you to a protein regenerator. Can you operate it?
It is part of my standard programming. Your face is very special.
The protein regenerator contains your own brain tissue. You must control it in order to restore your neurological functions.
I do not have brain tissue.
Yes, you do. Not much. But you do have some.
That's funny.
Operate the regenerator now, 790.
You're cute.
Thank you, but please, 790, operate the machine. I want you back.
You want me back? That's nice.
790, operate the machine.
Okay.
That's it, 790. You can do it. We haven't heard from Stanley in a while.
No, we have not.
Stanley? Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Remember, don't go far.
That you can count on. Lexx,
Yes, Stanley.
tell Kai in the cryo chamber that Stanley is being attacked in the passageway.
As you command, Stanley. Kai in the cryo chamber. Stanley is being attacked in the passageway.
Thank you, Kai. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow, there were so many.
Oh, Lexx says they're all over the ship. They're in the accelerator tubes. They're in the moth breeding chamber. They're in hundreds of the passageways, and they're hurting him. This
would be the contest.
We gotta get out of here.
To where?
We should find out what their agenda is.
But...
I am feeling very, very bad, Stanley.
So am I, Lexx. Think we all are.
That's what they are doing to him.
What are they doing to you, Lexx?
They are eating me, Stan.
Look!
That explains where they all came from.
They're using Lexx as raw material to make new versions of themselves.
How can we stop so many?
I do not know.
I think we don't have much time.
It is Manfred's plan. He is sending his drones out into the universe to make new versions of themselves.
Why?
It is part of his insect legacy to want to destroy all humankind. He is using his drones to pursue that goal.
And close it the instant we're through.
Lexx, open the airlock and close it the very instant we're through.
As you command, Stanley.
Now what?
Zev? Zev, darling? Zev, darling, where are you? Oh, Zev, perfect sample of womankind, please do not be in trouble.
790.
Yes, you city-sized mass of marginally cognitive insect mush.
Stanley asked me to say to you the words how we can stop the drones that are Mantrid drones.
Tell him he can stop them by placing them all around his body and commanding them to slash him into thousands of pieces, but in the slowest and most painful way possible.
790 said the words, tell him he can stop them by placing them around his body and commanding them to slash him into thousands of little pieces, but in the slowest and most painful way possible.
It's 790. He's back.
Yeah.
Stanley asked me to tell you that I am with Zev, but since Lexx only responds to me and you only respond to Zev, we must communicate this way, and that only by listening to me can you help Zev.
Oh, how do I know that the security guard isn't trying to trick me? Or perhaps you are? No, that's not possible.
"790 asked me to say, what is this piece of brain tissue that is connected to his casing?"
Lexx, you can tell 790 that that teensy, wincy, unimportant, insignificant particle of brain tissue is actually his, and he's had it all along, and he didn't know it.
My very own brain tissue? I'm alive! I'm really alive! Tell Stan to tell Zev that that explains my perfect human love. A love far superior to machine love.
A love that a security class 4 could only ever dream of.
Lexx, you can tell 790 that he may be alive now, but it won't be for long unless he gets with the program.
The Mantra drones are a variation of Class 23 cluster drones version 2.03. They have limited individual computational power, but can share data, which means the more of them you have, the more capable they become.
I think I'm beginning to feel depressed right now.
The drones, like myself, are largely composed of complex and precise electronic circuitry. But unlike me, they do not have a love chunk of human brain. But like all complex and precise electronic devices, are capable of being damaged by high-powered pulses of electromagnetic flux.
What do you mean?
Lexx, say, what do you mean?
Stanley asked me to say, what do you mean?
What I mean is that if the Lexx's main drive were to be reversed, the resulting collision of highly accelerated particles with the Lexx itself would produce enough flux to fry every sensitive circuit on board.
Wouldn't that kill the Lexx too?
I have never observed anything complex or precise in regard to the Lexx.
Can the Lexx actually do that? I mean, reverse his drive?
790
Said the word stop.
Sorry, Stanley. I am not well. I do not feel good. I feel very bad, Stanley. I think the mantra drone things that fly around are eating important parts of me. I do not like it.
Well, Lex, if you want to feel better, you have to reverse your main drive. You have to shoot your particles the other way inside you. Can you do that?
I think that would really sting, Stanley.
Yeah, I know it would sting, but Lex, the drones are going to keep eating you till you're all gone. Do you know what I mean?
No.
What I mean, Lex, is that if you don't reverse your particle drive, you're going to die. And we're going to die a few minutes later. Do you understand that?
No, I do not, Stanley.
But I don't feel well at all.
Lex, I command you to...
790 is an electronic device. Won't he be destroyed too?
790's mini brain is not an electronic circuit, and so it shouldn't be destroyed. Isn't that the part that counts now?
790 is a hybrid, part human, but mostly machine. Any pulse that destroys the drones would certainly destroy 790.
So?
The Lexx is about to die here, and we're about to die with it. We can't stop to save a robot head.
Kai.
Yeah, well, come on, Kai, what do you think?
I do not think I am qualified to make life and death decisions. However, if you ask me to, I will enter the Lexx and try to retrieve 790. But that is not the quickest solution to our problem, and time is not on our side.
You are not a human being.
I'm also not a flying appliance like you. I have a small but tremendously important nodule of real human nervous tissue.
You are not a human being.
I have perfect human love.
You are not a human being.
Lex, are there any drones around the airlock?
I do not
Feel well, Stanley.
Please, Lex, please try to see if there are any drones around the airlock.
I do not know, Stanley. I do not feel very good.
Lex, say to 790 that he's a stupid robot head and I care for him less than I care for anything in the two universes, biological, mechanical, or in between.
I, Stanley, on my purpose.
Please, Lex, please, open the airlock, Lex. Open the airlock. Open the airlock! Open the airlock! Stop, Zev. We're gonna get squashed.
How can we land?
We will not land.
Kai! Where's Zev?
Outside, in a moth, waiting.
I'm so happy.
Zev did not want you to be destroyed by the electromagnetic pulse. Therefore, I've come to fetch you.
I would have gladly expired for Zev. It would have been my perfect end.
Are you human?
Where's Manfred?
Are you human?
Manfred, if you can hear me, remember that like me, you too were once human.
You are not human.
Sev?
Hey, 790.
Okay, we're out of here. And Lexx, as soon as we're outside, reverse your particle drive to make that electromagnetic pulse like we talked about, okay? Lexx? Lexx, can you hear me?
Is he dead?
I do not know, but I do know we can no longer communicate with him this way.
Then how can we?
The Lexx's primitive main nerve cluster is primarily centered on the bridge.
Then we must go to the bridge.
We?
We meaning you, Stanley, as the Lexx only responds to you.
I'm the winner. Oh, you owe me, robot head. I can't begin to tell you how much you owe me. They're gonna kill us.
Eating the Lexx appears to be their priority. I suspect that your turn to be the priority is coming soon.
Lexx, we're gonna fly out in a moth. When we get near the airlock, I want you to open it for an instant so we can get through. Then I want you to reverse the polarity on your main accelerator drive. That should be enough to destroy the drones.
As you command, Stanley.
Oh boy. Come on.
Run, Stanley.
But
The pulse should not affect me.
go, just go. He's okay. He'll be all right. Oh, they mean business this time. They know our plan. Now they're really after us. They know we're headed for the airlock.
Well, then we have to get there first. Come on, baby.
Robot head. I can't believe I came back for a robot head.
Wow!
Stop! The airlock is covered in drones.
There's no stopping now. We're going through. We made it!
Oh, I can't believe I just did that. You're the one that should be kissing me.
Don't even fantasize about it, security guard class 4. I should only be kissing Zev.
Ouch. That hurt a lot.
Well done, Zev. You make my day a perfect one.
Yeah, well, what about me?
Oh, yes. You're still alive, aren't you, Tweedle? I guess the day can't be perfect then, after all.
Well, that's gratitude.
At least I'm consistent. I knew it. All that talk of me being just an appliance. I knew that I was more than a machine. A machine could never feel for you like I do, Zev.
That is correct.
Don't make too big a deal of it, 790. It's only a tiny little cube of brain. You do not have a whole, fully functioning brain like me. And your fragment seems to contain none of the thinking parts.
I have all I need to love Zev.
Oh, I'm going. Now.
Don't you think it's wonderful, Zev?
I think it's interesting anyway.
I wonder where it came from. Who was I? What was I like when I was alive? I bet I was handsome, don't you think, Zev?
You are handsome right now, 790. For a robot, that is.
Lexx, what happened to all the drone parts?
I have resorbed them, Stanley.
You what them?
I resorbed them. I need the material if I am to heal properly.
Oh, it's good, Lexx. It's good.
Hello, humans.
Manfred. Are you alive, Manfred?
I exist. Is there any more to it?
Yes. We saw the insect destroyed. We saw you die. And we saw your planet destroyed.
But the machine you saw was not destroyed. My insect essence fused with my human essence and entered the machine, which was designed by my human half for keeping his mind alive past the death of his body.
So you are a machine?
If you like, I function, and I know that I have purpose.
And what is that purpose?
That comes from my insect half. My purpose is to destroy all humanity.
But how can you have that purpose if you are part human as well?
I share some programming with humans, but I'm not a human. Did you enjoy my little game?
What game?
That was just a game. I was playing with you. If I had wanted to destroy you, you would long ago have been destroyed. But you helped create me, so I'm saving you for last.
What do you mean last?
I will destroy all humankind. The last to be destroyed will be you. That will be my thank you. My going away present. Now, I'll go away from you. For a while. Goodbye.
Oh, this is bad.
For everyone.
What can we do?
I do not know.
But how can you destroy everyone? I mean, that's not possible. I mean, there are hundreds and thousands of planets with trillions of people on them. He can't destroy them all. How could he destroy them all?
I do not know.
You don't think he really could?
I do not think we should underestimate him. He may not be a life form as you know it. But our creation, Manfred, is a very dangerous thing.
Manfred.